Our pound, shilling and pence have gone more further than anybody else. Simply because we heeded the warning. Don't drink and don't gamble. We don't say we are all angels, but as a people as a whole, our 500 rands a month will go further than that of the Indian Hindu or the Indian Christian or the colored Christian or anybody else. Your 500 rand a month will go further than his 500 rand a month. The white man or the colored or the Indian or the African. Simply because your religion says don't touch that stuff and don't gamble. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ, that you may prosper. And we have prospered. Now, we must share this. My dear brothers and sisters, this is what we have to do. We are here for is to share this goodness, this happiness. We want to change the environment. Because if we will not change the environment is going to change us. It's changing us. When you tie a horse to a donkey, the donkey doesn't bray. I'm sorry, the horse doesn't bray, but it lifts up its head like a donkey. And we are that donkey. We are lifting up our heads. We are trying to imitate the foreign culture. We are trying to behave like monkeys. We are trying to behave like donkeys when we are not made for that. So, safety lies in changing the environment. And Allah Baris Ta'ala's promises with us. He says, هُوَ الَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَى. He it is who has sent his messenger with guidance, وَدِينِ الْحَقِّ, and with the religion of truth, لِيُزَهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ, that it may prevail, overcome and supersede every other way of life. وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْكَافِرُونَ. Now mind how the unbeliever might not like it. And he repeats the same formula in the Quran again. So, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون. Now man, the mushriks might not like it. The associators, people who associate other beings with Allah. Even might. Then again he repeats the same formula 3 times. And he says, وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا. And enough is Allah as a witness to this fact that He's going to make His deen to prevail. With you or without you. Don't forget. Don't think Allah is dependent on you, on me. That without you and me, His deen won't go. I said, look, He will substitute in your place another people. وَإِن تَتَوَلَّوْا يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ. That if you do not fulfill your duties and obligations, this is His promise, His warning. He said, يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ. He will substitute in your place another people. ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُ أَمْثَالَكُمْ. Then they won't be like you. They won't be like you. And it has happened again and again in history, and it can happen again. Allah has sent us here to this country for a purpose. Your forefathers were brought here against their will. They were brought here as slaves and sold to the white man as slaves. Therefore you carry the names today. Muhammad Hendricks, Abdullah Fisser, Dawood Fenter. Where did you get all these from? Your slave masters. You didn't come here on your own free will. They brought you by force from your motherland in Indonesia, in Malaysia. Allah had a purpose. As He had a purpose with Bibi Hajra. Imagine a young lady, a young girl with a little infant child. And the friend of Allah, Khalilullah, Ibrahim alayhi salam, he is made to go and leave that young girl, young wife of his with that infant child there in Makkah. Can you imagine? Can you account for it? Did Hajara like that little child? Did he love it? No. But Allah had a purpose. Allah had a purpose in sending you here. Allah had a purpose in sending my people here. We were starving, therefore we came, my people. You were brought here against your will. Allah had a purpose. Because today, no Malaysian can come to this country. No Indonesian can come to this country. No Pakistani can come to this country. You know that? No Indian can come to this country. You are here, you are here. You are here to do a job of work. If you don't do that job, you will get lost. You will get wiped out, you will get absorbed. It's about time that you turn the tables. You don't have to wait for people to come and knock at your door. Bring your brothers and your brother-in-laws. Your brother-in-laws, both ways. There are brother-in-laws you have, both ways. Change them before they change you and your people. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Brother Ahmed. Before we start with the questions and obviously the answers, I'd just like to make mention of a few things. Number one, please do not forget that there are other lectures right up till Tuesday evening. The last one on Tuesday will be Is Jesus God? That will be in the Kensington Civic Centre. The one on Saturday evening will be in the City Hall, Crucifixion with an X or Crucifixion, C-T-I-O-N. Please take these pamphlets where they are put outside, and spread it to your friends, your relatives, and your neighbors. On Saturday. On Saturday evening at the City Hall, the free booklet to be handed out there is Crucifixion with an X or Crucifixion, C-T-I-O-N. This will be distributed free on Saturday evening at the City Hall. Then tomorrow evening, because it's the closest one, it will be in the Retreat Civic Center, and the topic for tomorrow evening is Muhammad the Greatest. Then also, after the questions and answers, translations of the Quran by Allama Abdullah Yusuf Ali will be available here at 7.50 per copy. If you buy two, it's 10 rands. Give it as a wedding gift. It is the cheapest. It will be the most appreciated. Tons of weddings, you don't know what to buy. You buy chandeliers, they break next week. You buy pots, they get stolen. Nobody steals Quran. See, that he's scared, doesn't want to read it, you see. Give you the Quran, it's cheap. Then, about questions, I would like you to understand, please, that when a brother comes up with a question, he goes to the microphone at the back. He puts his question briefly, and he's entitled to get an answer. If you do not agree with the mannerisms of the brother, or if you do not agree with the question he put, please don't shout him down and please don't mock him. Every person is entitled to his question. And if there are more than one person, they can queue at the back. One condition, one question per person at a time. Don't give 3 questions in one breath. Give one question, and if there are people after you, go back at the end of the line and give your next question. Please, 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 it is unpleasant for me to stop a person and say, sorry, you're giving a lecture, put your question out. I will do that. Put a question, please. It's over to you now for question time. Anybody who's got a question, please proceed to the microphone in the aisle on the far side.